Alright, I think we should be good now. I need to check something. Alright, how are we doing? I think we should be live. Let me check. Okay, looks like we are good. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I think we got it up. I've had to. Yeah, there's like a big old mess over here. I was gonna check something real quick before I actually got started. So I'm checking on Streamlabs because I was wondering if there's like something I can, a certain something that I can do. Is there? Trying to see if I can. I don't think I can do it. Dang it. Okay. Cam sim racing. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little out of it. I'll tell you more about it in a moment. Let me just get my seat. Oop. Yeah, I was just checking something right now. Bring this over here. Okay, then I gotta do this. Come on. Okay. Okay, we should be good now. Yeah, I've had to change the audio cables because the other ones, they completely broke on me. If you were there last week during the Audi TT time trial, so I had to replace those, and I was a bit of a dummy and forgot to test it out until now. But anyway, so here we are. We're gonna. Oh yeah, also the controller that's connected is the one with the stick drift because the other one died on me, so it's charging. I guess the car I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use a Silvia. First, I gotta find a Silvia. Oh, never mind. I'm already using it. GDR. How's it going? The new combo. There we go. It's any Group 4 car at Watkins Glen, the full course on racing hard tires. We already got Danny putting in the time. We got GT Racing as well. Trying to go against the meta, which is probably the S15. I'm going to use the S15 because I already made a thumbnail with it, so that's the hill I'm going to die on. Migo, how's it going? Can we just brake balance? No brake balance. Yeah, I would like to use the Daihatsu Copen Racing jacket. That's that one. I'm still waiting for it. PD, if you're listening, come on, man, help a brother out. Actually, wouldn't the G70 also be a good car here? Unless we got oh yeah, never mind. It got neutered. I think before it got bonked by the BOP, it was a decent car here. Well, back when the GTR was super good. I don't even know where I'm braking for the bus stop. I'm just driving. I'm gonna be honest. So I did a manufacturer's cup race earlier today. I did not stream it because I think I've mentioned this before. I tend to feel really uncomfortable streaming, especially if I'm doing the what do you call it, the World Series race or anything like that. I get like I'm already nervous enough during the race, and if I stream it, I get even more nervous to the point where I just start to mess up everywhere. So I was initially thinking of streaming that race, but I decided not to, which is probably a good idea because oh my gosh, I was so stressed the entire time. The qualifier was a mess. I qualified 14th place, and then the race itself was on its own levels in terms of how stressful it was because we had rain show up. I gambled on using the intermediate and it paid off pretty well, and then I was just trying so hard to not bin it. That's why I decided, you know what, depending on what happens, I'll probably make a video on it. I do want to make a video on it. I just don't know how long it'll take to make it. Hopefully not too long. Here's the second times. There we go. But yeah, it was so stressful. Like I still feel stressed from that race. And then I got a decent result. I was actually pretty happy with where I finished in the race. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the points and run. So then I watched a couple other people stream the race, and just watching them deal with the shenanigans of the weather and whatever was going on around them made me feel even more stressed. Either way, I was happy that that was a one and done for me because that race, I think my race is over an hour long. I'm sorry, I just needed to ramble about this for a while, for the past few hours. The good thing was that before the race, actually, yeah, the good thing, but before I did the race, I went on a nice little walk, so that was pretty nice. However, the bad thing about going on that walk was that I might have been, I went out walking for a bit too long, so I came back and didn't have time to warm up. So I really showed at the qualifier, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I think I was touching grass for a little too long. Yeah, that would be nice, GTR. I remember, I think we've had a couple of times where, oh gosh, I'm doing really bad. I think we've had a couple of times where that'd be like a one-make Group 4 car, or just, I mean, I know it's annoying, especially back in the sport days. Front-wheel drive Group 4 cars, I remember those. I know they used them for Daily Race A back then, but now you just don't see that kind of combination. By the way, GTR, you're freaking beautiful. I just want to let you know that. Anyways, Red Bearsy, I know I saw your icon, your icon profile picture. Hello, hello. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a friend about it because I know, because he mentioned something about like, oh yeah, I've been asked about streaming my races, and he's like, and he felt the same way when I was talking to him about it. It was like, oh yeah, I feel stressed enough or nervous enough doing the race itself, and then just trying to stream it. Like I don't know how people like Cyrus and Key do it, where you got a bunch of people watching you do the GT World Series race and still be able to perform well. Like how do you do that? I need to learn those secrets. because that's something I definitely want to learn, where I can just think about the race, you know, maybe look at chat every now and then during the race, respond to a couple things, and then just keep your focus on it without losing a beat. I'm also not really paying attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just driving around at this point. I know I should be going about 2 seconds faster, but we'll eventually get there. Unfortunately, it might take maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Oh, there you go. That's the kind of turn I want. Damo, how's it going? Woody Boy, how's it going? John, Count, how's it going? I also have the phone way off to my side, so I can't really read chat at the moment, so apologies if I'm not reading your messages. I'm gonna need to move the table a bit so I can get the phone closer so I can read the chat a bit better. That's a penalty. Or not. Never mind, that's a penalty. Would that have been 55? Low 55. Hold on, let me move this table. Hunter, how's it going? Should GT Center bring back car deal auto shop? I'm gonna be honest and say I don't know. It's been so long since I played GT2, so I don't really remember some of the things that well from that game. Dude, I just saw your message. Hello, hello. Good morning to you. Actually, it's evening over here, so good evening from West Coast, USA. Remember, when was the last time we had this combination? Group 4 at Watkins Glen. I think the last time was before the all-wheel drives got neutered. And I remember the GTR being the best car, and the G70 was kind of the anti-meta car. But now, because those all-wheel drives pretty much got nerfed, you know, the Silvia has been really good lately. I know it's a bit early, but the leaderboards are. There's a lot of Silvias in the leaderboards. There are a couple people using the 650S and the 458. Those are other cars definitely worth taking a look at if you're tired of using the Silvia. I'm just gonna use this car because I have this cute livery for it, so. Then I'm kind of used to driving this car, kind of, maybe. Yeah, that happened. The man who never. I've been trying to get more sleep lately. What was the last? Yeah, I'm trying not to sleep past 3 or 4 in the morning. And every now and then I still fall asleep past or go to sleep past 4. That's why once I'm done with. Wow, what am I doing? That's why once I'm done with this, I'm just gonna go to sleep right away. Or yes, just go to sleep right away and then edit in the morning. That way I'm not editing while. What am I doing? I went way too slow. Guys, try to get the lap time I want. Go to sleep. That way when I wake up, I will feel a bit more focused and be able to edit a little better, and you'll get to hear my morning voice. Because, yeah, the lack of sleep has really gotten to me to the point where I'm just like, oh, you know, feeling like a zombie. So I'm trying to do something about that. You know, was trying to sleep earlier, try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and so far it is working out a bit. So we're doing good. That, and it's also nice going to sleep before the sun rises, because when you go to sleep as the sun goes up, then I don't know, it's not the best feeling. There we go, doing good. Probably, I wonder what the target time should be. 150, might be a 154, low 154, maybe a 153, I don't know. Nice sudoriftu, thank you, arigatou gozaimasu. That's probably the first time I've actually ever heard myself trying to speak Japanese. I always think it, but I never say it, if that makes sense. So hopefully the JP bros, if there's any in the stream or in the chat, hopefully they don't think, oh yeah, this guy speaks Japanese. It's like, no, I don't. I know very basic phrases. Anyways, yeah, the final turn is gonna be killer for me. Would have been 56. Let me check the times right now. It is 54.0. Andrew, he's using the 650S. And we're still gonna use the 650. I mean that's 650S. The Silvia. Doopy, how's it going? Laying down over here too. Go to sleep. Unless you're watching my stream, then you can stay up. Just kidding. You know, you do your thing. Not your dad. Please turn. That was one of my struggles with the Porsche during the Manufacturers Cup race, where I would enter a turn way too hot and the car doesn't want to turn. Or worse, yeah, when it was raining and the front tires were starting to get cold from not driving it hard enough. That was also pretty painful. So then I'm just begging the car to turn, as all the other cars behind me were just hounding on me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that race was just freaking crazy, man. And I can't wait to show you guys exactly what happened in the race. Because honestly, at first I thought it was gonna be a pretty boring race where I'm not really gonna make any progress. But then that's when the rain showed up, and then it just kind of threw all sorts of strategies out of the window. Yeah, try and do a one-step hard into hard. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, buddy. Get those inters ready. There we go. Yeah, I was way too slow. DB, how's it going? I don't know if I saw your message at first. 55.2. Alright, I need to go 1 second faster. If I can do that, I'll be happy, and then I'll just call it a night. Cheech, how's it going? Good morning, except for Damo. Good evening to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're all doing well. 54.0. Okay. Yeah, and I saw Andrew's the one leading the board. I want to tell him to please slow down. And I think I saw he was in the 650S. Yeah, I'm gonna die in this hill, the Silvia hill. I'm too used to driving this car, not used to driving the 650S, not used to driving the 458. I think there was another car, but I'm more used to driving this one. The good thing is that we're already close to the 54, so we know for sure we're making some. Well, not anymore. 12th to podium. Guy done lap 1. We came back at the Dottinger game. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about that race, where anything can happen. I don't know if you had the 7-lap race. Because whoever had to do the 7 laps. What was that turn? Whoever had to do the 7 laps, anything could happen. I saw a friend of mine. Well, actually, even a 3-lap race, I saw a couple of people mention where they were starting towards the back and they were able to climb up to podium because they gambled on a strategy and it worked out for them. I mean, I think, unless if it was a dry race, it was basically anyone's race. You could start very, what do you call it, in last place, and if rain showed up and you got the strategy right, you could win the race. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, TX3 Stefunzi, as my car spins out, or not spins out, but anyways, I saw a bit of his race where I think he was about 2 minutes behind the leader. He gambles. I think it was. I don't know if it was lap 6 or the final lap. Anyways, he gambles by going on inters, and it worked out for him so well that he gains those 2 minutes on the leader, passes everyone, and wins the race. And I think he was in 14th place, 2 minutes behind the leader. Yeah, so just watching his reaction at the end was hilarious, and definitely a feels good moment for him. As I don't know what I'm doing at the bus stop anymore. I'll read messages in a moment. Yes, please turn. Thank you. Please keep turning. Oscar, how's it going? Today's race was stressful to say the least, but it went a lot better than I expected. I'll just say this. I went from, because I qualified P14 because I was a bit of a slowpoke. Gambled on some strategies, and eventually I saw myself in first place. But then my tires were kind of dead, so I started to get bullied around. I still finished well. For my expectation, I finished pretty well, so I was really happy about that. Vicenzo says, hello, Mr. Thanks for the guys. Great strength. Best wishes from Germany. Thank you. Good evening from West Coast. What's it? Yeah, some of the races were insanity. I saw, what was it? I think it's first lot Asia OCE, which means I was up late at night. That one was really crazy to watch. What do you call it? My race was also, once the rain came in, that's when everything got crazy. I know I can get a 54. I just need to string it all together. Couch Racer, I think I saw your name. Hello, hello. Enrique. Take me another gold medal. I will get there eventually. Actually, I think this time isn't already in the golds. I don't know. Oh, God. Now, you gotta be careful about that. Yeah. I'll be honest about the Le Mans one because I saw that the Sauber C9 ended up being the best car to use, but my time was still well within the goal, so I was like, you know what? I don't feel like going back to this and having to deal with the silly track limit penalties. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go back to it. Yeah, I had other things to worry about. And I think next month I will have, actually this weekend and next month, I have a lot of things to worry about. In which, by that I mean I should be practicing those things instead of doing this, but here I am. I'm going too slow to the final turn. Oh, yeah, 7 laps, yeah, that's... Yeah, what was it, Count? Hopefully your race wasn't super long to where it ended up being over an hour long, because those races were painful. Especially when everyone is all bunched up together. That's when I started to feel like really anxious, like it got anxiety inducing. Okay, yeah, if you take that first curve wrong, the car will bounce and then it'll start to do nasty things. P.O. Trek, how's it going? 0.2 seconds away from your time. Nice. You're welcome as well. I don't think I'm gonna go back and improve that time, so you can definitely beat it if you're that close. And then you'll get to say, I was faster than MCA, and then embarrass me about it. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good exit. Now watch me mess this up. That's definitely a penalty. Oh, that's frustrating. I barely cut the curb, or the little, what do you call it, the little tarmac in between the curb and the white line. 1 second penalty. Have you seen the Insane Daily? Oh, is it from Jetta Racing by any chance? I know I saw him starting to put in some times, like around the time that the daily race changed. But I haven't seen his replay. But once I saw his name pop up, I was like, yep, that's it. It's GG's. Yeah, I was here thinking, it's like, alright, 211, not too bad. And then I just see him with a 2, and I was like, okay, never mind. Yeah, Jetta is insane when it comes to road cars. Him and Doodle. I think he... What was it? I don't remember which year it was, but I remember the GR Super GT Cup. I think he was in a couple more races, and yeah, his pace was pretty fast. Yeah, I think I've raced him a couple times back in sport. I don't think I've raced him in 7 though. At least from not from what I can remember. That was a really sloppy boot. I'm doing all right, Woody boy. Still kind of out of it from this Manufacturers Cup race. I'm slowing down too early. The one thing I am happy about is that race was a one and done for me, because got a decent result, so I was like, okay, I'll take the points and run away with them because I do not want to go back to this race. And that in itself was a really... Well, that turn was not a good choice. Not doing slots 2 and 3 was a fantastic choice because the weather was a lot worse than what I had to deal with. And yeah, if you picked the wrong strategy, you were done for. The strategy in my race, because what happened in my race, the weather was dry for, I want to say the first 2 laps, but lap 3 was when rain started to show up. So that's when I went inters. And it was pretty much inters for the rest of the race. So my race strategy was a bit more straightforward. The only problem was that if you passed the pit stop as you started lap number 3, because that's when the rain showed up. So some people got caught out, and that was what actually helped me go from having no chance of winning to having a chance of winning the entire thing. It was insane. But seeing that gamble with strategy pay off was so satisfying. Yeah, I really need to work on my skills for this track because I'm having a lot of skill issues. There, that's a much better exit. Let's be brave through there. Getting the throttle early. There we go. We got a 154.6. So I'm going to go ahead and bank this one in. And the 4-star. Let me just do this real quick. Save that, and then save the replay. I know. Oh yeah. Before I go, yeah. Sorry if I'm not reading the messages. I'm all over the place. Tez Beast, I see your messages now. Hello, hello. Scrolling up through the messages. And yes, Tez, that is a wall. Yeah, 63-minute race count. Yeah. I think actually, you know what? I want to see how long mine was. Let me just check real quick. How long was my race? No, that's a screenshot. Wait, I think I have it right. Yeah, ours was 1 hour, 1 minute. Yeah, yep, I knew it. No, for Del Racing, that is Jeddah. He is something else with road cars. Yeah, I have the heart button thing on the well, at least not on the. Actually, well, I need to check if it's there on the web, the PC version. But I see it on my, what do you call it, on the phone. Kind of wonder what exactly it's for, unless if it's just for reacting to things. I mean, unfortunately, I can't see it because the phone is over here. It's kind of out of my sight. Well, not really out of my sight, but it's on the corner of my eye. But it'll be really hard to. Hold on. those thoughts. Hold those thoughts. I kind of started to mess up towards the end. But hey, we went up a bit. Alright, so actually, yeah, not too bad so far. I think we can probably get a 53. So I think that's what I'm going to try and go for. Now I just need to make sure that I stop having skill issues. Yeah, okay, Danny's in the F-type now. I'm gonna stick by the Silvia gang. Anyways, did I miss a message? That time is cursed. 469. Nice. Danny, how's it going? I see you got a nice time up there in the Actually, I don't even know what the meta car is. I'm thinking that Silvia's probably the meta car because I see everyone using it except for some of us. Still, banger time you got going there. I'm hoping I can get close to a 53. Or even poke into the 53s. That'd be awesome. Don't... I'm used to driving the Silvia, so that's why I'm using it. I should probably try a different car, but I don't want to go through the song and dance and just trying to get used to the car. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stick with the car I'm used to. Let's go with the Silvia. Even though I'm doing stupid things with it. How's it going, Hader? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I'm probably not. I like to butcher names a lot, which is probably not the best thing to do if you're a teacher. I mean, I was a teaching assistant once, and I used to butcher a lot of the names of the students. Not my proudest thing, but even after those days, it still carries on with me, where I just butcher names, unless the name in question is like something really simple. Please turn. I think I'm... That was a bit of a sloppy turn, but we can still catch up to the goes. I think we're probably about half of a tenth to a tenth down on the ghost. This is where my ghost will start to mess up. And my ghost will mess up a bit more over here. And this is where I mess up. Oh, that's where I mess up. And just completely choke on the last corner. Okay, good. Thankfully, I didn't choke, Hope I cannot talk. Thankfully, I didn't butcher your name because I probably will butcher it in any moment. The VTS, how's it going? Good evening to you. See, the good thing is that, well, that's not the good thing. Well, all I know for sure is that a 0.2 is possible at the moment. And after that, we'll just have to see where I'm losing those other 210s. Probably turn 1. I know turn 1 is notoriously easy to lose time. I remember, what was it? I don't remember which daily race it was, but I remember so I don't know if you know Windfire 1010. So he's a World Tour driver, and I remember we were messing around in a I don't remember what the combo was. All I remember was that it was here at Watkins Glen, and we were just messing around there, and he watches my replay, and he just tells me, "Oh yeah, you're losing 3/10 on turn number 1." I'm like, what? So I had to see what he was doing. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, now I can see why I'm losing that much time. So then I had to ghost up, and then I just worked on turn number 1. And then that's where I saw, I was like, okay, now I can see how I'm easily losing so much time on just one turn. And then I remember the other time, what was it, a couple weeks ago, I think it was for the Nations Cup race, Group 2 at Fuji. I was asking him, I was like, yo, Wind, you're really good at saving tires. How do you save tires? And then all he tells me is, drive carefully. And, okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Now, it just zooms in. It's probably the bridge doing weird things, I don't know. Yeah, but that's Win for you. Waldemar, how's it going? I do have a ghost for now. This is my personal best ghost because I've already set a lap time, so I have my ghost up. I have it offset to 210, so it starts just a little bit ahead of me. So if at any point I'm actually with my ghost, so if I'm like right next to it, then that means I'm actually up my ghost. Because I know usually, or back then I had it where the ghost would start at this exact same time when I started a new lap. But I decided to try with it just a little bit further up ahead. And I feel like that has kind of helped me get a little faster. Yeah, so right now, even though the ghost is just barely ahead of me, I'm actually up on my ghost. But not by much, though. So right now, I'm probably... I don't know. I can't think. Please turn. Yeah, so right now I'm probably a 10th up on my ghost, probably, question mark. Maybe half of a 10th, around the ballpark. And too much beans. And now behind the ghost. What Watkins? It's the full course. Watkins Glen full course, I think. Is it a full course? Should be the name for it. Yeah, long course. Which wind? There's no wind. Oh, and also wind fire. So the American wind, not the one from the UK. Yeah, I know a lot of us over here we call wind fire wind, because that's the one that we know. That's the one that we associate more with. Not the one over in Europe. Although every now and then when he does race over here, we do call the UK wind. I think there was one point where both winds were doing the time trial. I don't remember which time trial it was, but they were doing a time trial at the same time, and at one point they were back to back. So people started to get confused, like, wait, is this the same one person or is it two different people? I was like, no, it's two different people. I should probably mention that if I'm ever talking about someone named Wind, it's the U.S. Wind, so Windfire. We like to call him Wind. Because that was a terrible turn one. Yeah, all good. Ryoji, how's it going? Good evening to you. Yeah, I think I've only raced the UK Wind. It's like a very few times. Remember the last time actually, I don't think it was the last time I raced them, but I remember there was one time where I was streaming, what was it, Group 3 out topless. But the funny thing was that I didn't know the UK Wind was in my race. So I was kind of just driving around and I just see this guy just going insanely fast, and I was just like, yo, like, who's this guy? He's super fast. And you know, I had no chance to battle it out with him, so I was like, you know what, just pass me. And I don't know why. I mean, it's in that name because I think his US nickname is A Gust of Wind, but I don't know why I never put it together that was him. Until I think he came onto my chat. He's like, oh yeah, that was me. He was like, oh, it's you. Yeah, I felt a little silly for not knowing that was him. Yeah, we've only raced a few times together. Just seeing in person, I don't know how else to say it. Seeing it firsthand, just what was that? Seeing how fast he is firsthand is something else. Yeah, so this new time trial challenge is any Group 4 car. There are some people using the 650S. Some are using the 458. I'm using the Silvia. A lot of us are using the Silvia. And there are a couple people using the Jaguar F-Type. I think the F-Type is actually not that bad for Group 4. I don't know who found out, but someone found out that the Group 4 Jaguar is not that bad. So if you're tired of the Silvia, but you want to use another front engine rear-wheel drive car, then check out the F-Type. Just don't ask me how to drive it because I've never driven it. I should probably try it out one of these days. Please. Please turn. Thank you. Steering settings. Are you talking about in-game or the wheel settings? Because there's 2 wheel settings I have. Oh, that's a beautiful turn. Not so beautiful turn. I took that one a little safe. So that's probably a 0.2. Okay, never mind. That's actually better. 0.1. I will definitely save this. Okay, yeah, I can probably get a 53. I will just need to get the best bus stop ever. And then just not, mess up anything else. Yes, someone has already broken into the 53s. Danny actually did. Yeah, so my wheel settings. I'll show you real quick. Yeah, there you go. These are the wheel settings I have right here. So 5 and I have it at 10. Huh. For some reason, I thought I had it at 5. Yeah. I thought I had it at 5.5 for the longest time, but for some reason, it was at 10. I will need to change that on my description. But I'm going to keep it at 10. I don't know why. I know for a while I had it at 5.5, but I don't remember when I moved it to 10. It's weird. Finally, a rational time trial again. No more stress. I'm gonna go. So I think I have an idea of who the person is that chooses these time trials. I should send him a message and be like, "Yo, can you make the next time trial road cars only?" Just to annoy you, Fusion. Just kidding. Love you. Yeah, Ferrari's also good. McLaren also good because we got a Ferrari here. We got the 650S. We got the Jag, and then there's this doofus in the Silvia. We got Tigany in the 458 as well. You have to be quite aggressive. Oh, if you have to be aggressive with the McLaren, then I don't want anything to do with it. Yes, Graham, we got 5th for now. I'm gonna see if we can try to get into the 53s. It's gonna require quite a bit out of me, so we'll see if we can make it work. Have I driven with ABS weak? I've tried it before, and for me personally, I didn't really notice much of a difference between ABS weak and default. I know for some cars and for some people, ABS weak can work, but for me, I feel like, yeah, I don't really feel much of a difference. So I just leave it on default. Especially because I tend to forget to switch things back. Hold on. Yeah, especially because I tend to forget to switch things back. There's going to be one day where I'm going to forget to switch ABS back to default. And then enter a race where tire wear is a big issue. And then just destroy my tires because of ABS weak, so I'm just gonna leave it at default. Because I have a bad habit of forgetting to do things or to reply to things. You can ask nearly anyone who's trying to message me on Twitter. where I'll read the message and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna reply to this message later, and I just completely forget to reply. Ooh, really couldn't get close. Let's see. This is probably going to be a 0.0. Or not. I was actually pretty close to my ghost. 136. Hey, we got consistency. If only I could do. If only I could have that in actual races. Dang it! I don't have any more water with me. Yeah. We'll use McLaren. That's my Manu Cup car. Nice. You have to be quite. Oh no, I already read that message. Yeah, some mid-engine cars feel really nice to drive because the main reason why I went with Porsche is for the Group 3 911 RSR. Like I don't know what it is about that car, but that car I just gel so well with it. If you remember what was it, the Nürburgring 24-hour lap time challenge, I went out of my way to avoid using the Supra because I really don't like how it drives. So I went with the Porsche, and it just felt so good to drive. I was like, yo, it's like, that's what I thought. I was like, you know what, this might be my manufacturer cup car. I might sign with Porsche just for this car. And that's what I did. We don't talk about the Cayman because the Cayman is kind of doo-doo. I can walk faster than the Cayman. Like, what was it? The Road Atlanta race? I was trying out the Cayman for a bit. And you can just feel how slow it is. It just has no acceleration. And that's when I knew, is like, yeah, this car's going to be in huge trouble for this race. I'm not even going to bother. And then I saw Loira and Lester during the race, so they were both in the Cayman, and they're both really fast Porsche drivers. And they were both struggling. That's when I realized that, yeah, that's how bad the Cayman is. When even the fastest Porsche drivers are struggling to make it work. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Jimster. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm not used to driving the 650S, mostly because I haven't driven it enough. Same goes with the Jaguar, so I don't want to spend a good hour trying to get used to how the car drives. You could probably say the same for the 458. I'm not too used to how that car drives, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll just go with the Silvia. Because I already have an idea about how this car drives, so I was like, okay, I'll just go with this one. Yeah, Fuguzi was nice. It was a nice challenge. Although, I thought 15s were going to be the best times, but then you have Jetta with getting a 14 out of thin air. I'm telling you, he's insane with road cars, but still, it was a nice challenge, that one with the Fuguzi. Is it my favorite combo? No. But it was a nice challenge. Actually, that reminds me. What would be the combination that I currently find to be the most fun? That's a really good question. trying to think. Definitely not the X 2019. That one was a nightmare. What would it be? I will say that the Escudo, yeah, the very first one, the Escudo at All Stars, that one was pretty fun. Oh no, I turned in too early. So close. Yeah, oh yeah, oh that's the other thing about the Cayman, because the Catalunya race, Cayman hated the curbs at the final chicane. It was incredibly hard to get a good final chicane with the Cayman. And at least from when I was trying it out, I feel like you just had to avoid the big sausage curve, because if you hit it with the Cayman was gonna go out of its way to try to kill you. Yeah, the 650. I think I've only driven the 650 GT3 a couple of times, but this was in the previous physics, and that one felt nice to drive. I remember doing a lap ride with it at Big Willow. I was kind of surprised about how nice it felt to drive it. Kind of wonder how it feels like to drive it now, because I haven't touched it ever since. I mean, I haven't really messed around with sport mode that much lately. Whoa! Okay, that car. I just felt the back of the car just wanted to fly off into space. That did not feel good. Neo, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know if I have a feeling that part of it is this car, but I know the first curb, so the one where you're going to the right, that one I feel like it can really throw this car off if you take it wrong. The other ones don't feel as bad. It's mostly that first curb at the bus stop that I'm having a bit of a problem with. And we'll see. Oh my goodness, that could have been such a good chicane, but I freaking cut the track. That's the other thing about the chicane. It's really frustrating. You nail it down, get a pixel off the track, and you get a second penalty. Yeah, how is the Jaguar Bearsy? Because I would try it, but I don't want to spend time trying to get used to it. I'll probably just try it another time. Ooh. I will also have to try the 650S then. The other car I also want to try is the RCZ Group 3. One of my friends, Jara, he's using it as his manufacturer cup car, and he's mentioned about how nice it feels to drive. I think he said that it's like the Porsche but better, and it's even better in the rain. I think I'm a little bit behind the Ghost. Oh! I sent it way too hard. The weird gearing. Oh god. fan of that. More a fuel car now, interesting. I think I'm up on my ghost now. I'm telling you, turn 1 is where you can really make up or gain some time somehow. Here we go. I think that's a penalty. Got away with it. Now I'm braking too early. My ghost is good. Yep, he's gone. Oh, he's really gone. Oh my goodness. Get some water. There goes that bottle. Well, the RCZ is still nice to drive, as nice to drive as the Porsche, then that's a plus for me because I love how the Porsche drives. As long as the tower isn't too bad, then don't be too big of an issue for me. Hopefully that's still on the track. Oh, we're good. I'm telling you, turn 1 is where we can gain a lot of time. I'm already about a 10th up on my ghost. Oh, the car wanted to do the thing. Yep. That's the other thing. You have to be so careful with the bus stop because if you send it too hard, the car is not going to like it at all. Like the back of the, I think the back of the car just gets a bit of airtime, and once it lands, you're most likely a goner. It's a shame. 126. Okay. So we're about an hour and a half into this lap time challenge and stream. And we're already close to the target time, so we're actually doing pretty good. That makes me happy. The only question is, how much longer will it take to get the time that I want? Hopefully the answer is very soon. As I'm going wide up. Yeah, it's not good. I think I have dirty tires. Yeah, I think I barely went off the track, so now I have dirty tires. We're, you know what? Maybe not. I don't know at this point. We're just gonna keep going and see what happens. Driving almost good. Oh no, I barely grazed the wall. I think that could have been it. Yeah, so it's Indy Group 4 at Watkins Glen. I'll show you real quick the cars that are doing well at the moment. So we got the Silvia, which is one car that's doing well. Other cars include the Jaguar F-Type, the Ferrari 458, the Nissan Silvia S15, and the McLaren 650S. So it seems like it's going to be those cars that are going to be the best. I think that's how Super. Yeah, there's someone in the Supra as well. And I see Cheech right here. Yeah, that would be nice. Dirty tire indicator, tire temperature. Is a much better one than a little ring around the tires that we can barely see. Actually, during the Manufacturers Cup race, my front right tire was getting cold. I couldn't even notice that it was cold until I was looking at the replay where I can see the faint blue ring. I was like, of course, I'm not going to be able to see that tire is cold at the moment. I think there's a way they can make it a lot more obvious that your tire is cold. I know one of my friends uses an app to see how hot or cold his tires are. I might have to use that myself, but if I were to be streaming a race by any chance, then I want to be able to use it. Oh, that's beautiful. A little wide. That's probably going to cost me about a 10th right there. That's frustrating. And now I'm braking too late. Yeah, that was a mess. Super might be good, but it likes to go. So it likes to do super things. That's what I was saying back in GT Sport. Whenever I use the Group 4 Supra, whenever it tried to kill me, I will always say that. It's like, oh yeah, it wants to do super things. I mean, you can say the same for the Group 3 Supra and the road car Supras. Whenever it just starts to drive weird and it feels like it wants to lose control. And, oh yeah, it's doing super things. Or it wants to do super things. Here we go. I think I went a little too slow through there. But we're still up on the Ghost, so that's good. Maybe. Race Dash app is nice, but I still don't understand how tire temperatures work in GT7. Me neither. But it's mostly because I don't have the app, so I just go by feel. I will say this, when I was in the... come on. What am I doing? I will say this, when I was doing the qualifier, I could definitely feel that my tires were cold. Because the car just did not want to turn. Ooh, there's a lot of you here. Hello. I just realized. I know I don't tend to look at the, what do you call it, like how many people are watching the stream or how many people like the stream or anything like that, mostly because all that information is out of my sight. But hi. Also because if I start to think about it, then I get nervous and then start to drive like a doofus. I think I remember one. Hold on. I think I remember one time. What was it? I think it was during one of the update streams where there were. I think it was about 200 people watching the stream, and I looked at the chat, and then I saw the number real quick, and I was like, oh gosh. So I got a little nervous. Because I didn't realize at the time how many people were there. Penalty. Yeah, even though I try to stream at least once a week, I'm still not fully comfortable with it. I just get nervous. What do they call it? Stage fright? Actually, which is kind of funny because I used to perform. So this was when I was younger. So we're talking preteen. Yeah, preteen and my early teen years. I used to perform for music and what do you call it? I think it's called folk dances. Hold on. And it's like I liked playing the instruments. I liked doing the folk dances. But then whenever I had to perform on stage in front of people, I got pretty freaking nervous. Actually, and I remember one time I was with my group, my musical group, and we were performing for a competition. Oh my goodness, you have no idea how nervous I was. Oh, that was a slow turn. I think I was just doing everything I could to try to remain calm as I messed with this turn. The good thing was that it actually worked out. And I know wide. Yeah. So I still feel that nowadays. And it's been more than 10 years. It's like something, I don't know, I try to get used to it, but I just can't. Josh, how's it going? What time do you think is safe time for gold? That's a very good question. I'm wondering that myself as well. I have actually, let me see the times right now. Because I know, what was it? It was a 53.8 before I started another session. Okay, still 53.8. Key's already at a 53.8 as well. What's the gold time? 57. 57.2. I want to say 55 and under should be safe for gold. Yeah, I think anywhere in the 55s. Watch me be completely wrong about this. Yep, this is a new lap time challenge. Group 4 at Watkins Glen long course. Any Group 4 car. You can see that there's a couple of cars that work here. So you got the Silvia, F-Type, 458, 650S. I did see someone with the Supra down here. So that car can work as well. By the way, hi Wolfie. I can't cut the inside at all for some reason. That is true, but also the aliens are not. A lot of the aliens are not awake yet. I don't know if Danny's still trying to improve his time, but I know Danny Racing, so the #1 time right now. I know he's an alien. He's gotten really fast over the past while. I remember when we used to be at around the same pace, and then he got faster. And I'm just over here getting slower. Yeah, sometimes it feels like I have to put in a lot more effort to try to get a fast time. It gets frustrating at times. Especially when someone can put in a crazy good time in less than 30 minutes. And then there's me taking, what, like 2-3 hours to try to get a good time. I always get jealous about that. So that's what I want to. So that's why I start to think. It's like, yo, how do you do that? Give me those skills, man. Like, how do you get up to pace so quickly? What is your secret? Oh gosh, this turn is horrific. That was a terrible turn. We'll just keep going for now. Oh, I did show the settings. Are you talking about the in-game settings? Because I already showed it. But if we were talking about the Fanatec settings, that I cannot show at the moment. As I messes up. The Fanatec setting, I don't have it on the description of the video, but I can add it after the stream because there's a bunch of things that I have to list down for the Fanatec settings. But if you're talking about the in-game force feedback settings, it's 510. That is true. I do need to invest more time into this game, which I already feel like I am. I just kind of start to mess around. Hello. Oh gosh, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Let me just. Gosh, that chicane is so scary because it's hard to tell what the car is gonna do. Come on. That's the thing. Getting close to the ghost, but then I just start to mess it up at the same spots. Yeah, got on the throttle too early. Yeah, same spot where I messed it up. Ooh, there's a lot of you here. Hello. Lots of chickens are always scary. Yeah, especially with this car because the back of the car likes to bounce off into the air. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, Fusion. Shoot, man. I already thought doing it once. Okay, especially for the Manufacturers Cup race earlier today or yesterday. Doing it once is already enough for me. I already felt worn out from that. I cannot imagine myself doing it again and hoping that I got as lucky as I did in the first slot. And I did not want to risk throwing away my points for nothing. I mean, I'm not going to qualify, but you know, just saying, oh yeah, I finished the race with 300 points. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Instead of saying, oh yeah, I finished the race with 200 points when I know I could have done a heck of a lot better. So I just took the points and ran. That was a much better chicane. But whatever that turn is, that was not better. That curb almost caught me off. Caught me off guard. Oh, but this turn was sloppy. Come on, work with me, car. And that's a track penalty. What's frustrating is that, yeah, the last turn I know I could go a little bit faster. Yeah, track penalty. Yep, this is gonna be one of those times where it's gonna take me about 1 million years to break into the 53s. Oh, by the way, Wizards, hi. Oh, why would you do that? I thought doing 0 warm-up for the Nürburgring race was a bad idea. No practice? That's insanity right there. DMC? Wait, DMC, sure. Oh. By the way, I see you, Flash. Good evening. I'm over here struggling to break into the 53s because I'm having skill issues. Oh, there you go. DMC, I see your name now. Hello. Oh, good. Enjoy that coffee. I would be drinking coffee right now, but it's almost 2 in the morning. Even with practice, you only remember half the corners. That is true. I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised I can remember the track, the Nürburgring. It was just from doing so many laps that eventually it gets drilled into your head, and you kind of just know what turn's coming up next or how to approach a turn. I mean, I'm not fast there, right? So, because what was it? Normally at a Nürburgring time trial, I'd be around 10 seconds off of the very best, but still, you know, your time is not too bad. Just trying to remember everything about the track, where the bumps are, where the car wants to fly off the track. That one blind turn that takes you to the Castle Chant, because that turn frustrates me to no end. Please turn. It just doesn't want to turn. Getting on the throttle way too early. Come on. I don't know. I'm getting sleepy, Pio. Might try to beat it in the morning, but right now, that's going to be a bit of a tall order. That and I'm having skill issues. Because every time I get a good bus stop, I just start to mess it up everywhere after that. So if I could just stop messing it up everywhere after the bus stop, that'd be great. And I'll be able to get to 53 and then just call it a night. Oh, the car just... Yeah, the car... I went in way too hot. Qualify that. Really? No rain? Can we switch rate? Actually, no. Actually, no. That would not be a good idea because I actually needed the rain for me to be somewhat competitive. I think you're the first one that I've heard where there was no rain in the race, Wizard. Because at least from the ones that I've seen and heard, there was some amount of rain involved, at least enough to where it started to cause chaos. Oh, the car just wants to fly from space. Please turn. Hey, it turned. This car can turn. However, I'm getting the worst apex out of whatever that turn is. And then this turn... Yeah, this turn... I don't know how I got it nailed down that one time. I think that was just pure luck. But I want to put Key's Ghost done because we have different driving styles. So I just like to use my own Ghost. Yep, West Coast USA. West Coast. Yeah, it is pretty late. It is 1:51 in the morning. Come on. Not really getting on the goes. Actually, I think he's getting away from me. And as much as it gets tempting to try out a different car, I'm just going to stay with this one just because I've already spent a lot of time with this car. Nope, went in way too hot. The car started to lift from the back. What am I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I feel like part of the Nürburgring race was pure luck, or part of it, that is. Because if you went into the pit stop at the right time and made the right call for which tires to switch to, then that would give you the potential to win the race. I mean, that's what happened with me. Because in my race, I started in 14th place. And by the time I went into the pit stop at the end of lap 2, I was about 20 seconds behind the leader before pitting in. But I saw there was a storm coming in, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to gamble it, put on the inters. And then by the end of... I didn't even brake. And yeah, by the end of the next lap, I was about 2 seconds behind the leader. and at one point I was in first place. So I guess luck and making the right call, gambling it. Like the thing, yeah, I'm just happy it worked out for me, and it made up a lot of spots in that race. My only big disadvantage was that in the first half of my outlap, it was still dry, so my tires started to wear out quite a bit, and I didn't want to pit. So, and the track got pretty wet, so those who got caught out eventually caught up. So what was initially a 5-car battle for first place ended up being like a 10-car battle for first place. And they're all on, and some of them were on fresh inters, and I was on worn inters, and it was a terrifying experience. Because it's the rear tires are wearing out faster in the Porsche. So I had to be extremely careful on the exits. Because if I gone to throttle too early or too aggressively, then it was game over for me. And I started to get bullied around by those of the fresh tires. So yeah, it was a terrifying race. Come on, what am I doing? Yeah, I feel like I'm hesitating on some turns. That was risky. VVG, how's it going? Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. VVG Nismo. There you go. I saw the first 3 letters. Yeah, I'm hesitating a bit. I'm kind of still in that mindset that it's nerve-wracking in the wet. Whereas, like, come on, you can get on the power. But I'm just hesitating. It's like, oh, there we go. See, that's the kind of turn I want to do. But for some reason, I just have a hard time trying to get it nailed down. And then over here, I just whipped it. Martin, how's it going? Every now and then, I guess I say things with a Spanish dialect, because I know some people. That's a penalty. Yeah, the track conditions are the same, but my skill issues are the same as well. Supposedly they are. It's only when there's tire wear and tire wear, and that's when tire temperature becomes a thing. But I think here, tire temperature should always be the same, unless if you're intentionally just not driving the car. or doing burnouts with it, or sliding around with it. Yeah, why am I hesitating? It's getting frustrating. Yeah, I'm hesitating getting on the throttle when I shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, and then there's that. I'm driving like an idiot now. Invisible tire test for the win. Did I miss a message? Oh, did I miss a message? I didn't. Yeah, I know there's an app. I don't know if it's one or two apps out there where you can get the telemetry and the tire temperatures. I would download them, but I'm lazy. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to trying to download those things. Yeah, this is frustrating. It's like, I know I can get to 53, but I was keep making the simplest mistakes. And it is that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't want to end on a 54. It's like I'm right there. Just give me the frickin' 53. I need my skills to show up again. I think I might have used my very little skills in the Nürburgring race. Okay, we're onto something. I'm catching up to the ghost. Driving good. Definitely driving good. Now watch me with this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Although this turn was pretty terrible. I have a hard time trying to get the late apex out of that hairpin or turn, whatever it is. That might not be the 53. Yeah, that was such a terrible turn. We'll save this though. I don't know if Jetta will show up. He might. He might not. I'm like right there. Give me the 53. I just want to get my 53 and go to sleep. But no, I just had to whiff that final turn. And now to go through this all over again. Nice going this time. That's a frustrating thing because it's like, okay, I got everything nailed down and now it's the final turn that I just completely mess up. And chances are I'm never going to be able to get the first turn right again because the first turn in that lap, I think that was as good as I could get it. And now I'm going to have a hard time trying to get that kind of turn again out of turn number 1. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I get close to my ghost for a moment, but then he just pulls away. Oh, the car. Oh my. This is getting frustrating now. Okay, battery's still good. What am I doing? I'm messing up the first turn. What am I doing? I'm having skill issues. Yeah, that the bus stop is pretty cursed. This person is also pretty cursed because I just cannot get it right. It was that time right there where I got it nailed down, and now I just can't do it right. Oh man, if this is frustrating, just imagine how the thing will be next month. Because there's like a special time trial coming up next month for those in the US. And each round is going to be a week long, and oh my god, and that's going to be the definition of frustrating because that's all I'm going to put my time on. Went off track like an idiot. Alright, so this could be an all-nighter stream. I'm just kidding. I hope not. I really do want to get some sleep after this. What sucks sucks is that I'm probably already a tenth down from the ghost. As much as I like driving to Silvia, I don't want to do that at this time. Now I'm getting on the throttle too early. I honestly, I thought I was going to be able to make it stick right there, but no. It's definitely not going to work. Indian Steak, how's it going? Fiji? No. I'm not going to go to sleep until I get to 53. I will get to 53, even if it takes me another 3 hours, because now I'm going to be hellbent to try to get that time. Danny, give me some of your skills, because I'm having skill issues. I can't even get turn number 1 right anymore, because my ghost gets it right, but I just can't repeat that. At this point, I'm just overdriving the car. That's the thing, is like, I know I can get to 53, I just need to string it all together. I've probably said that about 10 times already, but it's especially the case now, when I'm so close. So close. And that's a penalty. That is definitely a penalty. I will go to sleep feeling accomplished that I got to 53. Yeah, I think I'm braking too late. Because I remember with the ghost, I let the car turn in and then I just mashed on the throttle, and that's how I was able to get close to the other ghost. There we go, no hesitation right there, that's good. Let's bring it home. I hesitated a little bit right there. And now I'm braking too early. What am I doing? Come on. Nope, that ruined it. Got on the brakes too early. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be a 53. Ah, so close. So close! This is so frustrating. Yeah, now it's the, what do you call it, the hairpin that connects the long and short course, where I need to, where I completely messed it up. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Now the car just wants to do stupid things. Just hook up the apexes. I know. If only I could do that. If only I can. I'm just driving like an idiot on some of these turns. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna get nightmares. Shoot, I'm already gonna have nightmares up at the Nürburgring race. I can tell you that. I remember hearing that apparently if you eat cheese before you go to bed, you get nightmares. As much as I want to try and see if that's true, I don't want to try it because if it's true, then I'm going to have a really bad night's sleep. So I'm not going to try it. I do not suggest you guys try it. Please don't try it because nightmares suck. I've heard that eating cheese before you go to sleep gives you nightmares, and eating chocolate before you sleep gives you really weird dreams. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember reading that somewhere. This is many years ago. Don't try it. No, don't try it. Mr. Spun, how's it going? I'll read your message in a moment. That was risky. Although that's a little slow though. That's frustrating. Please turn. The car just doesn't want to turn. If you smoke weed before you sleep, you have no dreams. Interesting. Although, actually, I remember. Actually, the only question is how long before you go to sleep. If that makes any sense. Because I think that is, well, at least from my personal experience, that is true. Wait, hold on. I don't know if I'm going to gain the ghost, but if I do, no, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, I was a 10th down. Because I remember I did try it once, and then I kind of knocked out, and I didn't have any dreams. But this was many years ago. If I did have any dreams, I probably wouldn't have remembered it. All I remember was waking up and feeling terrible afterwards. Yeah, this was a pretty terrible bus stop, so I'm just gonna restart. If you drink coffee before you sleep, yeah, you don't sleep unless if your body is used to it. Because oh boy, I think some of you probably remember this story. If you don't, that's okay. It doesn't have to do with coffee, but energy drinks. So back then when I was studying at uni, I had to do a lot of all-nighters. So I remember I was struggling to stay awake. So what do? I go down to the lobby, go to the vending machine, and get a can of energy drinks. And I drink it, and that kept me up all night. So it's like, sweet, I can get my work done. So then I had to do some more all-nighters, so unfortunately. That's a penalty. And eventually my body got used to it. So what do? I get a second can of energy drink. I think it was a Monster. It's like those tall cans. So I drink 2 of them. Now I'm good to go. Now I can stay awake all night and get my work done, my projects done. But eventually, that was actually pretty good. My body gets used to that, so my body tolerates 2 energy drinks in a row. So what I do, I drink 3 in a row. And eventually it came to the point where throughout the day I'd be drinking around 6 cans of Monsters. Please don't do that. It is extremely unhealthy. As is that. That's actually the first time I've hit that barrier. Yeah, definitely don't drink 6 energy drinks in a day, because I think that's dangerous, because that's what, like 300 grams of sugar, and that's not even counting anything, whatever else I took in that day, so food, drinks. Oh, but I do need to cheese it though. But not that way. I don't actually. When was the last time I've had an espresso? I think it's been way too long. Now I think I'm going a little too slow through turn number 1. Because the ghost is getting a little further away from me. Oh, I knew it. I knew that was going to be a track penalty. Just barely went off the track. It was one of those days, or one of those nights. Gave me that 53. Ow. Kind of cracked my upper back, upper spine. I don't know. Oh, that's the thing. I can tell you that this was not a good turn, because my ghost is getting pretty far away from me now. We're gonna keep going. I know we can do this. Can I just stop driving like an idiot for once? Yeah, that was not going to work. And that's not going to work either. Getting on the curb is a great way to spin yourself out. Come on, let's do these. There. God damn it. Ghost Rider with the super chat. Just a big thing for all lap guys who got. I cannot talk. Just a big thing for all the lap guys and race strats. You're the real GOAT because you're helping so many people. Thank you for the kind message and the super chat. Hold on, let me just actually let me get. Wait, is this a good turn? Oh my goodness, that's a good turn. See, I know this is a good turn because I'm actually getting just a tiny bit closer to the ghost. Tiny bit. Not much, but just a tiny bit. And watch that be a penalty. Not just, yeah, it's a 1.5 second. Screw you, game. Hold on, let me do this real quick. For you, Ghost Rider, I'm gonna send you some hearts. There you go. Actually, speaking. Wait, hold on. There we go. Now, so we decided to be a D1 drift car. Maybe. Oh, no, I'm just turning in way too early. Yeah, actually, I don't know which currency that is. And it's kind of sad because sometimes I'll see a different currency that's like, okay, I think I know which one this one is. So then I try to think, okay, what currency is this? And then I just completely blank out. I'm like, oh gosh, what, you know. It's like, you should know what this currency is, but I don't know why, but you can't think, or you can't recall. You know, like if I see if it's a euro or a pound, it's like, oh yeah, I know what the currency is. It's it's a currency. So I just say the color of the super chat, or either just say thank you for the super chat, or mention the color of the super chat, because it makes it a lot easier for me to say that part. Oh my goodness, I'm just messing that up. Yeah, it's probably gonna take like another hour for me to. Oh my god, what am I doing? It is not a drift car anymore. It is now an understeer car. South African Rand. There you go. Now watch me forget that, because I forget everything. I have a great habit of forgetting about things. Like that one time I forgot to wake up for a class where I had to submit something. That went well. No, it didn't. Come on. I need to gain like 5/10. Oh my goodness, and that's not gonna work. Man. Yeah, I think I just need to really nail down that first turn. I think that's where it's all at. You can probably tell how frustrating this is, because I should have had a 53 about a billion years ago, but that hasn't happened yet. Damo with the I'm just gonna call that the teal super chat. Is it teal, green, blue? I don't know. It's a super chat. Hope your work situation improves ASAP. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Damo. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this as well. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is gonna be a bad lap anyway, so there you go. Also, I don't have headphones or anything like that connected to the PC or the phone, so I don't hear the notifications. So like if there's a super chat, so I just have to rely on something really bright appearing on the corner of my eye. I mean, I still have to look at the chat every now and then. So if I don't get to the message or the super chat right away, well, now you know why, because the phone's over here. It's on the corner of my eye, so I can't look at it right away without me going off of the track. I gained a bit on the Ghost, not enough though. That's a frustrating thing. Okay, I think I'm getting just a tiny bit on the Ghost. Just a tiny bit. Not enough though. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Nope. Still a 10th off. I mean, life happens. Crappy things happen. I know. Apologies for the swearing, but crappy things happen. The question is, if it happens, then how are you gonna rise above that? If that makes sense. I'm just gonna try to go with the flow and get a bounty. Yeah, I hope something really nice comes up sooner or later, because I don't want to. I mean, it's bittersweet because, yeah, it sucks that I don't have a job anymore because I lost it. But it's also nice because it was a really bad, crappy job. It was miserable. So who knows? We'll see what happens. I know. I saw some people, not in the chat right now, but in the comments of another video mention, "Oh yeah, have you thought about going full time?" No, that's not gonna work because this channel it doesn't make enough. Dang, I was about to say, how did I get away with that? But it's like, no. But anyways, yeah, this channel doesn't make enough for me to even consider going full time. Because it's just not gonna work. I would need about 1 billion sponsors to make that work, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Especially because where I live, the cost of living is pretty high. That was a bad turn. cost of living in this area is pretty high, so just relying on the YouTube monies is not going to be enough. Nowhere near enough. Yeah, thank you, Danny. I know, right? Oop, went off the track. Hopefully something really nice comes along sooner or later. Hopefully sooner. And I feel you on the work situation, going through the exact same situation. Yeah, same goes for you, Hugo. Really started to hear that. It's pretty rough, and hopefully we both find something really awesome that pays well, and hopefully we don't even give me a track penalty. Come on, game, give me a break. And it's sorry to hear about your situation, but hope things are better soon. Thank you for the kind message, kind words, message. And a super chat. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for something that pays well. One that'll really help me support the family. What do you do? Oh, what do I do? That's a very good question. I don't know what you mean by, like, if you mean hobbies. I like photography. I did used to do art a lot, but I do it every now and then. In terms of work, I lost my job, so technically none. Okay. I don't know if you can say that.
Yeah, party time.
Doing YouTube right now is full time because of my current situation. Because it's like, yeah, I'm investing a bit more time in trying to record stuff and do the YouTube stuff. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I will get to that super chat in a bit. Never mind, I messed up this turn. But I did see a yellow super chat. Thank you for the super chat. No, that was a terrible turn. MC or Migo, thank you. Donation train, thank you. Oh, like work-wise? I'll just say retail. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like to go into personal details. That's why, yeah, I don't like to talk about private stuff. All I will say was that I was working retail. It was miserable. That's why I'm saying it's bittersweet, because it's like I needed money. I needed a job. But it's also nice to not have that job anymore because it was miserable.
Yeah, party time.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat. For all those late nights making the rest of us better races. Thank you. You guys are too nice. Oh gosh. The car really killed me right there. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me of... And that's going to be a really weird topic about VTubers and how they tend to really make their... they're really private about things. I don't know. Just reminds me of that. I don't know. I've kind of always been like that, where I don't really like to talk about things, but I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Rob, thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you guys. You guys are really nice. Oh gosh. The car almost killed me right there. Gee, oh my god, Wolfie. Position available GT70 TT instructor commission time. I was probably. I would not do that, but thank you for the super chat. I've had people ask me. Okay, so this was maybe about a year ago, 2 years ago. I've had people ask me, like, "Oh, do you do lessons?" But I don't know. Honestly, I can't see myself doing that. So I just say, I mean, that's nice of you to think to approach me with that, but I can't see myself doing that. If that makes sense. Well, I don't know. I think I'm better off explaining it in when I make the videos for it, because there, like when I'm making the videos, I can think it's like, okay, what am I doing in the replay and all that stuff. Whereas if I try to explain it in real time, I just start to mess. What do you call it? It becomes hard for me to form complete thoughts in sentences. Yeah, this is gonna be a long stream, guys, because I still cannot get to 53. Ray, how's it going? I know it's all good, but it just remind me of that where people ask about, oh yeah, do you coach people? I was like, no, I don't. Ray, how's it going? I'm just over here, just stuck at a 54.0. I'm so close to a 53, but for some reason, I just cannot get there. You know, it's just me being stupid. How was that a penalty? Come on, man. Give a brother a break. I'm doing my best to help people out with this game. Although I have thought about, I don't know how I'd go about it, but different topics about this game. You know, like learning. It's like, oh, how do you trump break? I think I saw Digit make a video on that once, kind of recently. Ray with the wet dough tree. I love dough trees. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Although, oh gosh, and the car did the thing again. Unfortunately, I'm just having a hard time trying to get to 53 now. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, party time.
I think this is the first donation train we've ever had. So choo-choo, all aboard! But for real, thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping our brother out. Now if you guys can help me fund my skills, because I'm having skill issues. Wait, hold on. Everyone quiet in the set. Right now, I think I'm within the 53s, just barely in it though. I don't think this is it. Nope. We're so close. It's wholesome. Good job, people. I was thinking. Okay, let me see what the times are right now. It hasn't lowered ever since 53.5. I was thinking that 50 anywhere in the 55s would be 100% safe for gold, because right now gold is at a 56.9. What I'm thinking is anywhere in the 55s and you should be good. But this is still really early on in the lap time challenge, so I'm hoping I'm right when I say 55 is safe. But knowing myself, I have a feeling I'm going to be wrong about that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I think that was a little too slow. But we're going to keep going with it. Shoot. I almost said the other word. Come on. I think I just really need to stop over driving the car. Because I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to force the car to do things, and that's where I start to kind of just mess it up a bit. Especially right here. Yeah, give me those skill issues. Yeah, look at that skill issue right there. Oh yeah, hit that wall. Much as I can't help you with this skill issue. Yeah, I guess on that part I'm on my own. I gotta find it myself. I gotta work on it. Pass. I don't know what that was, but... Oh, okay. This one was actually not too bad. Never mind. Yeah, I know I've said this about 100 times, but it's like I know the 53 is there. I just need to string it all together and just nail it down. Not looking for a 53.5, just for a 53, and I should be good. I can go to sleep a happy person, but cutting the chicane like that is definitely not going to help. Before at least a silver, not the 2 cars. Hopefully, actually, I think silver. Yeah, I think silver is doable with all the Group 4 cars. Gold, I don't know about that. I think it is doable to get gold with all cars, but I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it'd be really hard with some cars. The Swift. I just remember that Swift exists. That car would just straight up lose a billion seconds on the first sector alone. Never mind. I know before the physics update, you had to use the braking and throttle shenanigans for the front-wheel drive cars, and that's how the Swift was able to be competitive, especially if there was a track with a lot of turns. But now that you can't do that anymore, I think the Swift is kind of just it's kind of just hopeless. Which is even more sad when, at least here in the Americas, if you go online and look at the manufacturer leaderboards, I think Suzuki's last over here in the Americas. Is it Americas or overall? Where it just has, at least for GT1, because it has no drivers, and it also does really bad. Yeah, I think it's just overall poor in Group 4 and 3. Because the other issue is that, at least for Group 4, if it's a fuel saving race, yeah, the Swift will be good because it's really good when it comes to fuel, but then you'll realize that the Audi TT Cup exists, and that car is amazing on fuel. I think the Ferrari is also good on fuel. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. I'm going way too slow there. I 32 goals in the Sardinia TT, but they only give me 2. Can you imagine if we could, honestly, if we could do that? That'd be some pretty good replayability. It's like if you were to, how do you go about that? Actually, I think it'd be a bit more complicated, but like if there's a way where it's like, okay, if you get the goal time range once, you get 2 million credits when the event ends. But then for each car that you get into the goal time range, then you get a few more credits. I don't know. I think that'd be really complicated to set up, but if you could do that, that'd be sweet. To encourage people to try out different cars, or to try out all cars for that case. I knew that was a penalty. Yeah, trail braking is not as effective now. That's why you kind of now I think just letting the car coast is the better way to go about it. I still feel like I'm trying to get used to that, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it feels like I'm not 100% used to the way you have to drive now. Of course, I'm more used to it than back when the physics update happened, but still, I still feel like I'm still trying to get used to it. I just saw your message, Rob. I'm sorry, I didn't read it. What would you say was more important, trail braking in? Etc. Honestly, I think I think getting the accelerator on the way out is going to be a bit more important, because I know back then in the previous updates, trail braking was pretty important, but now it doesn't feel as important. At least for me, it feels like if you're trying to trail brake, you just get more understeer. So you have to let the car coast for a moment, get the car pointing where you want to go, and then just get on the throttle. Kind of like how I did just now. Now, if I can just string this all together, I'll be very happy about getting to 53. Watch me mess this up somewhere. Just watch. If you can tell, I don't have that much confidence. driving good. The Swift might be, or maybe gutless, but it is level 1 fun. I mean, I do like the Swift. It is my baby. Well, maybe not my baby, but hopefully the Swift gets a bit of justice one of these days. Maybe a combo where it is OP. I don't know what kind of combo, but definitely not one where top speed is required. Okay, now I'm just turning in too early. Hey, it's almost 3 in the morning. I've been doing this for 3 hours and I've been stuck at 54.0 for probably about an hour. That sounds about right. I will get to 53. I'm not going to go to sleep until I get to 53. Even if it means going until sunrise. And then I'll work on the guide whenever I wake up. Because that was a terrible turn 1. I think the issue about the barriers is this one right here, where sometimes if you hit it just light enough, it can probably help you out somehow. I don't know. I'm just making things up at this point. ignore my rambles. Actually, your lap guys are great and the strategy's always good. Didn't help me for the news menu because I broke my loads up. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for the super chat. Teach's guide is already out.
Hey, hey!
He gets it out super quickly. I don't know if I said this, but thank you for the super chat, Axie. I probably did say thank you, but I don't know, I forget things easily. I'm just hell-bent on getting to 53. I probably could have just started making the lap guide ages ago, but I'm stuck in the vortex. .54.3 the Ferrari. Okay, not too bad. Lost a bit of time right there. And I don't know what an apex is because I've completely missed it. This is the part of the stream where it is getting late to where I'm gonna start forgetting how to drive. Because I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep messing up at the bus stop or somewhere else. It's a long night. Buckle up. And for those who are sticking around, thank you for tolerating my shenanigans. Because I'm braking too early for turn number 1 now. And then I'm just going way out of the turn. Mine Cali? Maybe. Yeah, it is almost 3 in the morning, so I'm over here in California. Just woke up here in Connecticut. Good morning to you. You were watching me do the new lap time challenge where that's probably a truck bounty. Where it's any Group 4 car at Watkins Glen. I'm surprised that was not a penalty. I just need to nail everything down. Can I do that? Maybe. I just don't know how long that will take. Okay, that was not too bad. Although that one was a little bad. Yeah, I didn't get the late apex I wanted. Skill issues. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just throw the car into the bus stop and hope for the best. It's kind of like whatever happens, happens. It's kind of like throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. But what I do know is that long right-hander after the bus stop is one spot where I'm losing time. Sometime. That's probably a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. Oh, that's the thing though. Looks like I can make it stick. But I keep poking out of the track limits, and that's where I get the 1.5 second penalty. This game is brutal. But again, this is just me being stubborn and just trying to do whatever I can to get to 53. Real one, I have difficulty when I'm slightly tired. This is me getting really stubborn. It's like I'm trying to fight out the sleepiness by being really stubborn about trying to get the time that I want. So as time goes on, this is gonna get worse. I'm gonna get sleepier, and I'm gonna get even more stubborn. And eventually, one of those two is gonna win. I had to do a very little lift because I got on the curve. If I try to take it flat out, I will spin. Not the late apex I wanted, but close enough. Okay, not too bad. Gonna gain a bit on the ghost right here. Quiet on the set. Because I'm gonna go ahead and mess this up like an idiot. Let's go. I like how I had it. I was handed the 53 on a silver platter, and what do? I grab it and throw it away. Because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, what's it? I don't know the turn names. I don't know the turn numbers. Turn 1 is already difficult enough for me. This hairpin right here is one that I struggle a lot with because I try to get the late apex, but I keep hitting the apex too early. This game is brutal indeed. Spun at the Senate S once and got and that's the worst thing where you spin out or you hit a wall and you get penalized for it. It's like, oh yeah, gee, thanks for rubbing the salt into the wound. Or was it insult to injury? Something like that. There are moments where this game is not kind to you. And yeah, we've all had those moments. It's just that sometimes the game especially likes to be cruel. That's a penalty. Do you do any racing in real life at all? No. I just do Gran Turismo. I would like to try real life racing stuff one day, but I mean the closest I've done when it comes to real life racing is those go-karts at the amusement parks. That's it. With Gran Turismo, I don't know. I don't know. I think I just put a lot of time into the game, and eventually, so just somehow got good. And that's a penalty. Yeah, because I remember, was it in GT Sport? Actually, no, not even GT Sport. We're gonna go further back, before GT Sport was even a thing. We're gonna go back to the Grand Theft Auto Online racing days, because that's where I spent a lot of my time doing the online racing. I never really had a chance to play much of Forza, especially the online portion. But I remember Forza. I spent a bit of time on that, but I was young, so I didn't know what I was doing. GTA Online, that's where I started messing around with the cars and then started doing races online with them, and that's where I kind of just started to get good over time. So before GT Sport came out, that's all I do, just GTA Online racing. And then eventually GT Sport came out, so then I gave that a go. I played it really casually, so believe it or not, I was really bad at GT Sport. I forgot to shift down like an idiot. But we're gonna keep going with it because it somehow caught up to the ghost. Never mind. Anyways. Yeah, but believe it or not, I was really bad at GT Sport once. I think for a while I was a CS driver, and eventually I was a BS. I think at one point I actually did. I remember back when Kudos Prime was able to access your SR and DR information. I think I remember saying that I did get a DR reset once in the early days of GT Sport, because I was a bit of a naughty driver. But then I started messing around with time trials, and that's when I started to eventually get a bit better and better. So then I took the game a bit more seriously, then went up to BS, and then eventually to AS. Then that's when I decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna get a wheel. So saved a bit of money to get a G29, and then just put in a lot more time into GT Sport. Eventually made my way up to A+, slowly finding more time here and there. And then years later, here's where I am now. Where I don't put in as much time now into Gran Turismo as I used to before. I'm actually surprised I still have pace. I feel like I shouldn't have pace, but I somehow do. Especially because I don't do online racing as much. Even worse is getting yellow flag when the oh gosh, I thought that was gonna happen to me in the Nürburgring race, but because some cars spun out because the track got wet. But luckily I didn't get any yellow flag penalties, because that would have been really frustrating if I did. Yeah, Pro League GTA Racing. Oh gosh. Nah, I didn't do any leagues in GTA. I just did, what do you call it? Just the public lobbies. And I remember, oh my gosh, I remember, what's it called? I remember every now and then I get lovely messages from some people. And by lovely messages, I get, people getting really mad at me for being good. I don't think I'd be good now, because it has been a very long time since I've raced in GTA Online. So I'm probably not used to how the cars handle there anymore. I think I still have some footage in my hard drives of some of my racing. It's somewhere. But yeah, those were the days before GT Sport. Yeah, see, that turn I'm losing a bit of that's where my ghost loses a bit of time. So I know I can make up a bit of time. That was a bit better, but well, a bit better and worse, because I was a little slow. But we're gonna keep going. Is this it? Is this it? I'm so done with this. The suffering is over. Oh, I'm so happy now. Let me just save this real quick. I got the lap I wanted. Oh. I'm very happy now. I can go to sleep a happy person. Because I definitely don't want to do this anymore. Although, unfortunately, my time is not at the top 10 anymore. But still, got my 53, so I'm happy about that. Hey, Jetta's here! Who was asking about Jetta? Because he's here. Whew. Thank you, Beast. Actually, let me go through the chat real quick. Yeah, Jesse, it is bedtime now. Though we'll say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go a bit back because I wasn't paying attention to chat anymore. So I'm gonna go to Dwayne. Morning to you, or well, it's evening so good evening to you. Nemo says, have not gotten the yellow flag penalty yet. Hopefully you don't. Jesse says, I have a G29 wheel, barely used. Honestly, okay, because here's the thing about so when I first got the G29, I still have it around here somewhere. But anyways, when I first got the wheel, I was initially faster on the controller, but all I did with the wheel is just use it, just keep driving around with it until you get used to how the car feels on the wheel, until you get used to the inputs. I mean, just pick a car. I think the easiest one is to just go into the time trial with a group 3 or 4 car. Just pick a car and then just start driving it around. Just get used to how it drives, and just play around with it, honestly, and just put a bit of time into it. You don't have to put like an 8-hour session, because I mean, unless you're trying to go for a world record. But just put a bit of time into it here and there, and eventually you'll start to find your groove with the wheel and the car itself. And that's what I did. It took me a bit of while to eventually get to my controller pace with the wheel. I think it took me about maybe like around 3 months before my times were the same on both inputs. But then it took a little bit longer before I started to get faster on the wheel. But yeah, it's just a lot of time that you have to. Oh, it's a rabbit! Oh, it's so cute. Nice. It takes a lot of time, but it does pay off over time. But anyways, but I know there are some people where they feel a lot more comfortable on the controller. I think that that's perfectly fine. If you know Daniel Salas, one of the people that shows up in the game, he's a controller user. He's insane with it. This Nürburgring race that we just did, he won the top split race on the controller in the BRZ. I think he did some crazy strategy and it worked out for him. But anyways, but yeah, a lot of practice. What we're gonna say, bedtime. Yep. Okay, I think that was it. Yeah, the time is going down quite a bit. It's already at 53.2, but I'm happy with the 53 period. It looks like the F type is gonna be the meta car. There is a Citroen here. 55 flat. I'm hoping that a 55, anywhere in the 55 is good for gold, but I still have a feeling I'm gonna be wrong about it. I would just say just go as fast as you can. Yeah, the time is already at a 56.6 for gold. So I'll say get as close as you can to a 54, and I think you should be clear. Where's the timeout incoming? I didn't see it. Yeah. Damien. He goes by VQ as Damien, right? Yeah, he's insane under the controller. If you know Harmonic, he doesn't play GT7 as much because he was at Le Mans recently working on the Cadillac LMP car. Fun fact. But Harmonic is also insane on the controller. If you look up his, does he have? You know what? I gotta look this up. Does he have any videos where he does a race with them? Let me see. he has a Nations Cup race. I don't know if it's a lap guide though. Yeah, he has a couple of race videos out there. But yeah, you just type his name if you type in Harmonic Gran Turismo 7, his channel should pop up. He's insanely fast. He's faster by 0.4 in one corner on the wheel, but he's still using pad. Thanks for the tips, everyone. You're welcome, Jesse. So absolutely horror and control all damage risks. Also doesn't help that I'm older. But yeah. Red Bear Z. Oh, and Tomix, Calster, yes, as well. Yeah, so there's a couple of people out there that are really fast on the controller. There's someone. Oh my gosh, what's his name? I think he goes by Willful Underdog. Let's see. Has he put it? Let's see. Has he put in a time yet? No, I don't think he's put a time yet. But if you see someone named, I think he goes by Willful Underdog. I think he's also a controller user, and he's also really fast. Unless if I'm mixing it up with someone, I don't know. By the way, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed because it's 3:20. It's 3:20 in the morning. I should probably get some sleep before I make the lap guide, because I know if I make the lap guide now, I'm gonna be all over the place. I know Tijani has a lap guide, so you can check his out. I think he did his in the Ferrari. Yeah, I think someone mentioned he did in the Ferrari. Yeah, so his is the Ferrari, mine is in the Silvia, and then Key is in the 650S. So actually, we're gonna have a nice variety of lap guides. It's a very nice. That's a very nice thing. So the 650S is your thing. Keep an eye out for Key's guide. His should be out in a few hours. Tijani's is already out in the Ferrari, and then mine will be out later in the Silvia. And my app crashed. Oh God! I gotta watch an ad now. I gotta watch an ad to see my own stream, because I wanted to see what PO deleted. Oh my God, it's gonna take a while. Okay, I can't see it anymore. Oh my, YouTube, stop being stupid. So he's a controller. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. PO's a chatbot. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chats as well. That was really kind of y'all. Things will get better. You know, what's that saying where it's like, it's the darkest before it turns into light? Some cheesy thing like that. I don't know. I can't think right now. Ow. Anyways, there we go. All right, now it's time to end the stream. I have to let the wheel on for a bit more so it can cool off. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, everyone. My chat's not loading on the phone. There you go. Thank you guys, everyone. Thank you. Have a good night. Where's the hearts? There you go. There you go. You guys get a bunch of hearts. There you go. All right. Have a good night, y'all.